Good morning, YouTube. If you've been watching my channel long enough, you know that I'm a big believer in ceramic coatings and specifically the Avalon King Armor Shield 9. So they've sponsored me and I've been using their product for quite a while, actually almost a year. The thing about ceramic coatings is, you know, they last years. Versus when you do wax, usually wax only lasts like 3 to 6 months at best. Well, the Corvette was waxed before I bought it, and the wax seems to be kind of gone now, so the water's not beating up very well, and it's harder to wash the car, and it's not staying as clean. So I want to put some Avalon King Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating on it. Here's what's really awesome. Avalon King sent me one of their ceramic coating prep kits. So not only are we going to put some ceramic coating on it, we're also going to use their prep kit, which should get it even better. So that's to really clean up the paint, make sure that we're not embedding any dirt or any sort of grime into the ceramic coating. It's just going to be a nice smooth application on the paint. The car's gonna look really good, and it's gonna be protected for over a year. You know, they say 2 to 3 years depending how you use it. Like if you're parking outside a lot like my car is, it probably won't last quite as long. Most of you guys that have really nice cars, you're keeping them in the garage, so it's gonna last really long. So let's do that today and do a DIY ceramic coating. It's gonna be awesome.
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
So as I mentioned, yes, this video is sponsored by Avalon King, and if you go to their website, avalonking.com, and use the code NGS25, you're going to get 25 bucks off your order, which is pretty awesome. So that means you can get a ceramic coating set up for way under 100 bucks. That's pretty badass. That's really cheap. Go visit their website, go use the code NGS25. So here is their ceramic coating prep kit, and you open it up and you see you've got some car wash and some surface prep wipes. We've got the instruction manual. It comes with this nice microfiber wash mitt, and then it's actually got a clay mitt. So this is clay, and I know you guys can't see it, but it's really, really tacky. It can almost stick to my hand. And so that is going to remove the contaminants. So basically, first thing we're going to do is wash the car using the wash mitt and of course the shampoo, the wash. Then once we've washed it, we're going to rinse it off. Then we're going to use some more wash and basically make a clay bar lubrication, which is going to be a different ratio of the wash, the soap, into another bucket. Then we're going to soak the clay bar mitt and basically do straight back and forth streaks with the clay bar. Then we're going to rinse the car and dry it with some microfiber. And then finally we're going to actually do a polish. So we're going to use a DA polisher. And then after that we're going to put on the surface prep and wipe it off with some microfiber towels. And then once we're all done with that, then we'll put on the ceramic coating. So now the paint's going to be nice and clean. And as you can see, well, maybe you can't see because it's a white car, but there is dirt and grime all over this thing. We've also got all sorts of bug splatters. So we're going to have to get all that stuff off this car so it's looking perfect. And the other trick is we're going to do this inside the garage once we get the car washed. And that way we don't have to be out in the sun and we don't want to apply it in the direct sunlight. Okay, so I've got everything assembled to wash the car. I've got my 2 buckets. We've got our soap. I've got a wheel cleaner and a wheel brush. I've got my No Spots Pro. This is a deionization unit to make some pure water, and then I've got my high pressure water sprayer, which we're going to also use a foam cannon attached to the pressure sprayer. So not only am I going to use their soap, I'm going to also foam the crap out of this thing, so that way we have no chance of getting any sort of dirt or debris scratching the paint. Alright, this will be our wash bucket. So it says to add 1 ounce per 2 to 4 gallons of water, so we'll add about an ounce. It looks about maybe an ounce. All right, let's rinse the car. By the way, it's like 90 something degrees out, so we're gonna be sweating today. Just deal with it. We've got my foam cannon attached to the pressure sprayer, so we're gonna give this thing a nice soak of foam. So I took the pressure sprayer and sprayed it into the bucket so that we got some seriously good foam. So we're going to use our microfiber wash mitt, wash the car, and then rinse it. Don't forget to rinse the mitt after doing 1 or 2 panels in the water, and then get some new soap. Make sure you have a grit guard in there so any of the grit goes to the bottom. I personally always do the back of the car last because that's usually the dirtiest. I'm gonna do the wheels real quick. We're just gonna spray in some wheel cleaner, use the wheel brush, because once we get it all done and dried and clean and everything, I'm gonna actually ceramic coat the wheels too. So yes, you can actually ceramic coat your wheels. Fly. Go away, fly. So we got my No Sprouts Pro deionization unit, so we're gonna do the rinse with the pressure washer, but we're gonna turn on the No Sprouts Pro, so now the water actually goes through the deionization, giving us 100% pure water. So when we rinse it, it's actually going to be really clean. We don't have to worry about a bunch of contaminants from the water. Okay, so now that the car is washed and rinsed, we're going to use the clay bar mitt. Yeah, so we're going to get a new bucket of water. We're going to put in 2 ounces of the soap to 1 gallon of the water, and then we're going to clay bar it. So we're just going to do solid up and down streaks with the clay. We don't want to do swirls or any of that stuff, just nice even up and down. Got our mitt and some new solution of water and soap. We're just going to do even up and down streaks. And you should be able to feel it grabbing when there's debris. Maybe do a little extra bit on the spots that you can feel it grab. So you can see just nice even strokes up and down. And like I said, you can feel it when it grabs, and when it does, maybe just focus on that spot until it kind of comes smooth. All right, it's all clay barred, so now we're gonna rinse it again, and then we're gonna actually dry it. So when once I'm done rinsing it, I'm gonna pull it into the garage, and then we can dry it in there, so that way we're not getting all the sun on it. Even though I'm using the No Spots Pro, so it's deionized water, it shouldn't really make any water spots, but just to be safe. So before I dry the car, I want to show you, see, the water is not really beating up at all. It's just kind of forming big swaths. See, you can see all sorts of little droplets of water when there's a good layer of wax or ceramic coating. Obviously there's almost nothing left, and you can see even the glass isn't really beating up at all. So that gives you an idea of what we're looking at before. So let's pull in the garage, dry it, and then next we polish. To dry the car, we're going to use some waffle towels, basically fold them up around themselves, and then keep rotating it to a new section as it gets damp. This I found works really well. By the way, all of these products there's links in the descriptions below, so if you want to buy any of the stuff, just go click on the links below and I'll have it all set up for you. So the next step is polishing, so we're going to use my DA polisher to do this, but before I do, I want to show you, I actually pushed too hard with the clay mitt and it kind of marred up the paint a little. Let me show you. So right there you can see I pushed a little too much and it left this black mark, and then I did it again right there. So the good news is when I polish it, it should remove those marks. So not only are we going to remove the swirl marks and any imperfections, but it also should remove those, so it's not something we need to worry about. It's not a big deal. I'm going to use a very light polishing compound, so I'm going to use a blue pad. It's a pretty light pad. I don't really want to be very aggressive because the paint's in pretty good condition, and I'm not going for perfection here. I'm just going for pretty good, right? If you're going for perfection, you'd want to do a multi-stage, maybe a 2-pass where you use a heavier compound and then a lighter compound. I don't know enough about this stuff to really tell you what to do. You should probably go watch like Obsessed Garage if you want perfection. I'm just going for really darn good, not perfect. So that's the target. As you can see, the polish took off those marks, no problem whatsoever, so the paint's nice and cleaned up. So we'll continue on with the rest of the car polishing. As you can see, I'm only using 4 small dots of polish, so we really don't need a whole lot. And that covers pretty much half of a panel, so maybe like half the hood will be done by this much. Whew. All right, so that's the worst part, is doing the polishing, because it takes a while and you have to work, and man, it's hot. It's really hot. This is Texas. It's like 95 degrees out already. So we're on to the last step of the Avalon King prep kit. This is the pre-ceramic coating wipe. So basically we're gonna spray this on and wipe it down. This will remove any possible contaminants, and then we finally ceramic coat. Don't forget to get your glass, since we're gonna be ceramic coating the glass. So we're finally at the step where we actually do the ceramic coating. So this is the Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating. And you can see it comes with a nice little kit. Here's the bottle of actual ceramic coating. Yeah, nice and spiffy. And then in here we've got a microfiber towel. Got an applicator pad, we got gloves, and a applicator towel. So you put this towel, wrap it around this foam block, and you apply this ceramic coating to this towel. And it's really easy. Basically you just rub it on and rub it off, just like a wax, except for it's much easier than a wax. So we got our cloth wrapped around the applicator. Got our bottle of ceramic coating. You shake it up really good, open it up. It says to kind of put a couple drops or draw a small line. So there we go. Got a couple drops. Put it on in smooth strokes. And you can ceramic coat glass and headlights and stuff, so I'm going to ceramic coat these. Once it's dried a little, you just kind of buff it off. It should come off really easy. It's as simple as that. So let's coat the rest of the car. So it's a little bit easier to see on the glass, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when it goes on. And then polish it off. All done. Yes. Whew. All right, so looking at the instructions, basically it says after you're done with this, it says that it starts to become dust dry after 2 hours. I'm not exactly sure what that means. And touch dry after 5. So you're not really supposed to touch it for 5 hours. It also says that if possible to leave it out in the sun if it's not real dusty. So obviously if it's like spring and there's pollen in the air, probably don't want to do that. But right now, summertime here, it's not too bad. So I'm gonna back the car out, let it sit in the sun, and preferably don't wash it for 4 to 7 days. So that's kind of the curing time for this stuff. Basically, try not to touch the paint and let it cure in the sun if you can. And obviously if it's gonna rain, get it out of the rain. So I'm gonna let it cure in the sun for at least today, and then maybe bring it back in the garage and let it cure for another day or two in the garage. Before I stop, I do want to show you what its water rejection capabilities are. So even though you're not supposed to, I'm gonna go get a cup of water. We're gonna pour it on a section of the car. I'll just have to redo that section, but you'll see how much it actually beads up the water. It's pretty impressive. All right, so if you remember earlier in the video, hopefully you remember, the water is not really beating up at all. And you can see even the glass isn't really beating up at all. So watch this, we're gonna pour some water in the windshield. Look at that, just runs right off. We'll pour a little bit on the hood. Look at that, it's running right off the car. It literally shot off the front of the car. That's impressive. So you can see it's doing a much better job of rejecting the water than it was before. Look at that. It just rolls right off the car. That's what we want to see. All right, we are all done ceramic coating the Corvette, so it is ready to go for another year or 2 or maybe even 3. Now it's gonna be a lot easier to wash, it's gonna be easier to keep clean, it's gonna look better. So obviously, doing the full process with the washing, doing the prep kit, using the DA polisher, and then of course ceramic coating at the end, that is kind of what you want to do. You want to do those steps as a minimum. Obviously, the clay bar step's really important. You don't want to ceramic coat in any sort of particulates or dirt or grime or whatever, because then it's going to kind of be like embedded in your paint for a long time, and that kind of sucks. If you guys want to get one of these kits and the Avalon King Armor Shield 9, go visit avalonking.com. There's a link in the description below. Use the code NGS25. You'll get 25 bucks off your entire order, so do that. And you got an easy way to do a DIY ceramic coating that's a hell of a lot cheaper than doing it from the pros. And let's be real, it looks pretty damn good. I'm a huge fan of this stuff. I've been using it for almost a year now. I love it. It's on all my cars except for the Ferrari, because the Ferrari still has a ceramic coating from someone else on it. I don't know what brand it is, but it's still probably got a couple months to a year left, and then we're gonna redo that. That's gonna do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. And don't forget, go visit Avalon King, use the code NGS25, all right? You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna be doing a lot of car stuff. It's gonna be sweet. Oh, I almost forgot, so hold on a second. Don't go away yet. You guys wanna win some Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating kits?
Yeah!
I bet you do. So I'm gonna give away 4 of these kits. To be entered to win, all you have to do is go to my website, normalguysupercar.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, or it's on the right hand side, whatever, either one, and there's a sign up link for my email list. Go sign up for my email list. Once I hit 30,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give away 4 of these kits, all right? So sign up. Go sign up to my email list, and then also on that email list, I'm gonna start sending some emails with some deals, maybe even just give away some random kits. Go do that. You guys will be helping me out, all right? I appreciate it. And again, we'll be doing lots of car stuff. It's gonna be sweet.